You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ARTS. Just go to Indeed.com/ARTS right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ARTS. Just go to Indeed.com/ARTS right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Get a lift with the Camel. Camel Cigarettes present Benny Goodman Swing School, the Tuesday evening rally of everybody everywhere who gets a lift from the new pulsating music of youth, swing. Tonight, the King of Swing presents the world's greatest swing band, the Goodman Instrumental Trio and Quartet, and the Camel Swing Chorus under the direction of Meyer Alexander. And our English fellow student, Pat O'Malley, offers a little postgraduate work in swing. All brought to you by the makers of Camel Cigarettes. And here's the King.
Good evening, students. This is Benny Goodman speaking for Camel Cigarettes. Welcome again to the Swing School.
What's on the blackboard tonight, Professor?
Well, tonight, Doctor, we're going to present a course in basic dance rhythm. The opening lesson is a typical modern dance tune, the Camel Hop. We're playing it as a tribute to camels in the Camel Caravan.
Well, hop to it, Pop.
And now, students, here's the real innovation. To round out our course in basic rhythms, tonight we're going to enter a new field. You are about to hear the first Goodman rumba. La Cucaracha swung to a new high, I hope.
I hope it's still a rumba. Rumbas are fine in their way, but it's time to remind you we're still in the swing school. And here's the professor with Doctors Wilson and Krupa from the Chamber Music Department with Whispers in the Dark, to be cataloged as a modern American foxtrot.
Whisper it, boys, but not too quietly.
we couldn't present a basic rhythm recital without a waltz. To the kids of the high-wheel bicycle days, the Blue Danube was a solid sin. And here's a swing school treatment by the band and the Camel Chorus. Are you in that gay 90s groove, Professor?
Doctor, the gas is lit.
We'll turn it way up high, Gate.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ARTS. Just go to Indeed.com/ARTS right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Other shows we have for you to enjoy at myclassicradio.net. The Avengers was most certainly not a household name in South Africa prior to the radio series. With no national television service until 1976, the mechanism simply was not present in the country to show television programs to mass audiences. While many other countries reveled in the filmed adventures of John Steed and Company, South Africa was not equipped to join in the fun. The series took Britain by storm and made a major impression in the American markets, being that greatest of rarities, a British series given a network transmission slot. However, as a filmed series, rather than a videotaped one, The Avengers was able to gain a modicum of exposure in South Africa through film rentals. Come and listen at myclassicradio.net.
And here's a rhythm that's really basic. By way of New Orleans honky-tonks and early jazz, it has worked its way up to the Goodman Instrumental Quartet. Vibraphone Blues, by courtesy of the Board of Trustees, Drs. Hampton, Wilson, Krupa, and the Professor.
Take it down south, boys. And now, Lionel, will you do some enlightening on this subject?
Yes, well. Now, if the blues was whiskey, I would stay drunk all the time. Yeah. Now, if the blues was whiskey, I would stay drunk all the time. And if I get drunk, I would leave you behind. I'll leave you behind. Now swing it, Mr. Goodman. Swing it a long, long time. Play it, Mr. Wilson. Play it a long, long time. And when Mr. Cooper beats those riffs, he don't let you down. Yes, yes.
Swing School listeners like Pat O'Malley so well, and we're glad to say Pat likes the school so well that we've induced him to stay over for another week. Tonight he has a swing-copated symposium on the state of swing in England. It was written by Harry Barrett of the original Rhythm Boys, who is now a swing school student in high standing, and by Joe McCarty. Come on over here, Pat.
Righto, with you, old boy, old thing.
Say, Pat, can you give us any help in our basic rhythm course?
Well, I can jolly well tell you what you and swing are doing to rhythm in England, Professor Goodman.
Okay, Pat. The school is waiting to hear.
His personality, this great man of melody, everyone is listening to throughout the land.
He's a man of wild acclaim. Everybody knows his name. That king of swing, Benny Goodman and his band.
Tell us more about the swing. It's the most important thing. Everyone is listening to throughout the land.
Oh, he can play them hot and sweet. He's a man who can't be beat. This king of swing, Benny Goodman and his band. Far across the broad Atlantic, it has set the people frantic. And in dear old London, it's a great sensation.
And from confidential sources, why, the man who drove the king's horses, I've been told they even swung the coronation. So when trouble gets you down, you had better go to town before worry gets to be your big obsession. Get yourself right in the groove, right away you will improve. There's no tonic like a good old jammy session. Way now you're gazing on a Briton. That swing bug has really bitten. It has left me with a very strange emotion. I'll pass up my tea and crumpets just to hear the blare of trumpets, something that I never did across the ocean. Everyone is quiet as a mouse. Oh, the bandits go in Barrel House. Now they're mugging live. Now they're mugging heavy. It's New York at night. Oh, now we're down around the levee. Just hear those cats as they lick their chop. Oh, the way they swing is really tough. They're really stocking it. They're really rocking it. They're making Mr. Trouble scram. Oh, I may be English bred, but I'm crazy about the Yankee jam. Toodaloo. Oh, cheery-ho-ho. I said bye-bye.
Topper to our basic rhythm chorus. Martha Tilton tells the heartbreaking history of the Dixieland Band, a saga of early swing. Take it down, Martha.
Did you ever hear the story of the Dixieland Band? Let me tell you, brother, that the music was grand. They had piano and a clarinet. Only thing they needed was a second cornet. And that's what led to the ruin of the Dixieland Band. Now when the folks would holler for the maple leaf rag, they would get to swinging, but the trumpet would drag. They had to keep him 'cause he played so sweet, but they needed someone who could give them the beat. Someone who swung with the rhythm of the Dixieland Band. He played so sweetly. Instead of playing, he played so sweetly. They'd be saying, they got him so they couldn't play right. Finally, he fixed him on a Saturday night. He hit a note that was off the chord. Apoplexy got him and they went to the Lord. And that is the pitiful story of the Dixieland Band. Now they're up in heaven and they're happy at last, 'cause they found a trumpet man who really can blast. The way he swings them is an awful shame. He can really do it. Gabriel is his name. And now, folks, here is a sample of the Dixieland Don't you be afraid, it's the Judgment Day, 'cause it's just Mr. Gabriel sounding his A. And the Dixieland Band is a fixin' to play.
This week, the request for the swing choice ran very close. But the most votes agreed on a real rockin' fender. Does that give you a hint? Right. It's House Hop, and it's a Phi Beta Kappa among killer dillers. Are you ready, Professor?
We're practically digging. Pop.
Take it. And that means recess for Benny Goodman Swing School until this same time next week.
This is Benny Goodman, Sued, back to say good night for Camels and the Swing School. We'll be waiting for you next Tuesday with Mildred Bailey and Red Norval.
And, dudes, here's a special announcement. Look in Radio Mirror magazine for details of a Swing School Limerick contest. First prize, a free trip to Hollywood. Whispers in the Dark is from Artists and Models. And so the Camel Caravan rolls on with Benny Goodman Swing School. And remember, camels set you right. Bill Goodwin speaking. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ARTS. Just go to Indeed.com/ARTS right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.